This is lesson 2 on page 51, working with lists. Organizing and presenting your data in a logical and coherent manner is just as important as working with functions to analyze that data. In this lesson, you will use Microsoft Office Excel to sort, filter, and subtotal data. These functions help you organize your data for better analysis and presentation, in addition to the functions you learned in the previous lesson. In this lesson, you will work with lists, you will sort and filter data, and outline and subtotal data. So topic A is sorting data. Raw data is often entered into Excel worksheets in random order, or at least not in the order you need for a particular data analysis task. For example, sales data may be entered chronologically, but you may need to examine information related to particular products or store locations. Or you may need to review employee data based on hire date, but the entries are listed alphabetically by employee last name. In this topic, you will learn to sort data. By reordering your data, you can more easily locate and interact with specific entries, even in massive worksheets with tens of thousands of entries. Your raw data can be in many formats, such as text, dates, and values, that Excel can sort alphabetically or numerically. So sorting is reordering the data in your worksheets based on some defined criteria, such as alphabetically or from highest value to lowest value. Sorting enables you to put data entries in a sequence that makes sense for a particular task. So suppose I wanted to sort alphabetically by last name. I want to put my cursor anywhere in the last name column, column C, and I can go up to my data tab of my ribbon, and in my sort and filter command group, the first way we'll look is just by our quick sort options. So here I have the A to Z. Click on that, and since my cursor is in that column, that is the criteria. It sorts in alphabetical order for you. So you can see I have many entries here as I scroll down. They're all in alphabetical order by that last name column now. Right underneath that is your reverse alphabetical order, Z to A. My cursor is still in this column. Click on that. You can see it brings Young to the top of the list. So again, you just want to have your cursor inside the column that you want to sort. So if I wanted to sort by city, alphabetical order, A to Z, you can see all Hagerstowns are brought to the top. Z to A brings all Wilcox to the top. Another way to sort is using what we call quick sorts. Quick sorts enable you to easily sort the data in a range according to a set of predefined criteria. By using quick sorts, you can sort data one column at a time in ascending or descending order according to the type of content stored in the column. So that is what we just took a look at, your quick sorts. There is another way to access these, and that's by first turning on my filter buttons. Data tab, my sort and filter group. Here I have my filter, which is my little funnel icon. And when I turn that on, you can see in my first row with my column labels here, I get drop-down arrows. And in those drop-down arrows, let's say, again, same example I used earlier, I wanted to sort alphabetically by last name. If I choose that filter drop-down arrow, I have my quick sorts listed here as well. So I could sort A to Z, and since I chose the drop-down arrow in that particular column, it sorts by last name. Now when I have a sort in place, you can see I get a little arrow on my filter button. So that's telling me I have a sort in place on that particular one. You can see that is activated right now. You can undo, bring it back to your raw data. So you can sort in any of these filter drop downs. So if I wanted to sort by state A to Z, I use that drop down arrow to sort that way. So your quick sorts are on your ribbon in your sort and filter command group, or when you activate your filter drop down arrows, they're located on those drop downs as well. So that is another option for sorting your data. And the third is by using our sort dialog box. I'm going to turn my filter option off to get rid of those drop down arrows. And you can use the sort dialog box to define and manage your custom sorts. You can access the sort dialog box by selecting your data tab on your ribbon, your sort and filter command group, and here we have our sort command. So here we can actually do a multi-level sort. So let's say I wanted to do just by alphabetically last name. My first drop down, sort by, it will show your column labels at the top there. So I want to sort by last. Your order, you have A to Z, Z to A. We'll do alphabetical order here. Click OK. You can see all my atoms are brought to the top. Now this doesn't affect any of the other columns as well. You can see it's not first sorted by last name and then by first or anything like that. So I might want to have a multi-level sort here. So if I open up that dialog box again, I'm still sorted by last name. But up at the top, I'm able to add a level. This adds a second drop-down option row here. So I can first sort by last name, and then within each last name that is the same, it could then jump to the first name column and sort all atoms by first name then. So we'll keep that A to Z, click OK. So now Adam Brandon is brought to the top. Now, if any of those atoms have the same first name, you can see we have 2 James Adams. Maybe we would want to then sort by their city. So I can open up that dialog box again, add another level. Oops. So first by last name, any last names that are the same, they then sort by first names, and then maybe we want to do by city, or maybe even ID number. And we can do, starting, since these are numbers, we can do smallest to largest. Click OK. So you can see James Adams comes first with ID number 126. And then James Adams with 389 is listed second. So you can do multi-level sorts using that sort dialog box. Your next video will be Activity 2.1 on page 57.